Right, a little update on the bike. Quite a few things done to it over this summer. Well, quite a few things done to it actually. What have I done lastly to it? Suspension. I've had suspension done. I've had an Ohlins TTX rear shock put on the back, which I got off of eBay. Had it re-sprung because I'm a fat git. All fully serviced and fitted on there. So that's that bit there. And on the front, you can't really see anything apart from the Ohlins sticker which is there and the Parkit suspension sticker which is there. Basically I've had all the front revalved, re-sprung, blah blah blah, whatever they do with it. Charge you an arm and a leg. So how does it feel with the new suspension? Completely different, to be honest. Last time it was with a standard suspension, it was quite soft. Bearing in mind that I'm no Rossi, as I probably said before, but it's nice to have in your head, you know, if you think you got, oh yeah, I got all the right kit, it's all set for me, blah blah blah. It does help your confidence a little bit if you don't mind spending that loads of money, because it weren't cheap, to be honest with you. But hey ho. So yeah, I've had it all done. Got a little bit quicker on it because if you can see there, I put some cable ties on, kind of up here a little bit, so it's sort of, you can see how far you're braking. Normal road riding it'll probably go to kind of about there, I suppose, but track riding, as you can see, it's right down the bottom again. So last time it was about there, so it's looking like I'm getting a bit hard on the brakes. So that's nice, isn't it? I can leave that way, put my tyre up. Lovely. Let's put that down there where it can't do any damage. Okay, I wish that thing had shut. 40 pence for air. I've just paid 40p for air. Brilliant. So yeah, I've had the suspension done. It's a lot harder. The first thing I done was I sat on the bike and I went donk, and it was just like, fucking hell, it ain't got any suspension. It's like wood, solid. So yeah, it took a bit of getting used to, and it felt a lot. Obviously, it felt a lot stiffer. On the road, it's probably a little bit too stiff, if I'm honest, but being this Ohlins suspension, you can alter it quite a lot. Which way do I go? I don't fucking know. Left or right, I suppose. 50-50. I'm actually going to the little bike meet again in Billing, which is in Northampton. So I'm not very busy tonight. Usually I'm working in the evening, so I haven't got a lot on, so I thought I'd go down to the bike meet, because it is like mid-September now and there's only going to be so many bike meets left before they decide to shut it up for summer. It's starting to get dark already. What's the time? 6:05. I've never actually filmed with this Drift Ghost HD in low light conditions, so I'll be interested to see if it turns out alright. I'm sure it will. I've seen plenty of footage from other people's on, I nearly said on eBay, that's not right, YouTube, that'll be the one, on Tinternet, Tinterweb. Yeah, and it all seems to turn out alright, but yeah, I'll see what it looks like. I probably got it on the wrong setting or something, knowing me, but we will see. So yeah, that's pretty much the news. Been doing a few more track days, mainly at Donington Park, which we seem to be getting a little bit quicker. If you didn't see my last video that I put on, have a look on my channel, because I did manage to sneak out with the exact camera and microphone that I'm using now mounted on my head, which, let's face it, it's kind of obvious that you weren't supposed to do that, but it was towards the end of the day and I'm thinking to myself, I've got a defence. It wasn't mentioned in the briefing whatsoever, so cameras wasn't mentioned. It's funny because they mention every single little fucking thing, which is fine if you do the old track day and you know it's a legal obligation, they've got to do it. But after you've done we've done a 10 this year probably, so, yeah, around the region of 10 this year. So it's a bit like if you go flying all the while, isn't it? Oh yeah, the exits are there, and put your life jacket on like this. Don't worry about the fucking kids, get your own shit sorted first. Yeah, whatever. After a while it gets a bit fucking monotonous, don't it? But yes, cameras wasn't mentioned at all, so I thought I'd use that in my defence, which I did. So I managed to do one kind of like sighting lap, if you call it that, and then I thought, right, second lap I'm going to go for it. Managed to fuck it up because I said, right, I'm going to go for it. So I got this camera on my head, so I'm going to make it look epic. And I made myself look a tit, to be honest. But no, it was good fun anyway. And I got a black flag on my first lap. They were fine, no limits were fine with it. They said, oh, you're not allowed to have it on your head. And oh, okay, I didn't realise that, so I'll take it off. So I just literally pulled over to the side of the pits, took it off, straight off my head, clipped it straight onto the mount on the side fairing, which is kind of down there, and off I went again. Everyone's a winner. So yeah, if you want to laugh at me missing loads of apexes and generally being fucking useless on this bike, then have a tune in, see what you reckon. Apart from that, not a lot of news really. We've got one more track day, the end of September, which is Silverstone, which I've never actually been to Silverstone on the track, that is. I've been to Silverstone loads of times. In fact, there's another video I've done, was another 2 videos I did, going to the MotoGP, arriving at the MotoGP, walking around, looking at shit. Yeah, so it is literally on my doorstep still. Well, literally on my doorstep. I've got a 10-mile doorstep by the looks of it. It's about 10 mile away from where I live, Silverstone, so it's no big deal. This fucking traffic's doing my Sweden. Look at my bike's going to melt in a minute. It's 105. Is that normal? Please don't melt in a big pool of fucking metal. Fucking hell, look. Oh yeah, we're moving at least fucking 10 yards and then I'm fucking red again. I want to go left, so it's no good going down the middle, so I ain't going to get left again, am I? So does the suspension make any difference? Yes. If I was, you know, if I was a really good sort of like fast rider, then yeah, I think it'd make some difference, knock a couple of seconds off your lap or whatever. But being I'm only sort of like intermediate level, is it going to make my riding any quicker? Probably not. But having said that, it does feel like it corners a lot nicer, it's a lot steadier. One thing I have noticed, tyre wear is a little bit different as well. I've got the Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa SPs, the version 2s on at the moment, which I've managed to get 5 track days out of, and a little bit of steady road riding to Silverstone and back for the MotoGP and a couple of other little jaunts, but that's literally been it. It's been like, I don't know, 300 miles this year on the road, maybe, something like that. So basically I've done fuck all road riding. But yeah, I've managed 5 track days and a sedentary 300 miles. So this is my road riding, look. There you go. 1 fucking foot. And people say, why don't you ride on the road much? It's like, fucking hell. You serious? But yeah, the tyre wear's a lot different now. It's not as gnarly and gaggly and like chunks ripped off it as before. It's a lot smoother, which, you know, suggests that you're getting a lot better tyre wear than you used to get with a standard suspension. Braking as well. When you brake, it's not diving quite as much because obviously the front's a lot stiffer. So yeah, I suppose overall it's probably improved me. I'm still shit, so yeah, it kind of looks good as well. Hopefully someone will notice it if we ever get to this fucking bike meet tonight. It'll be dark by the time we get there. But yeah, that's about it really. No more news. No more news. So, beans I haven't done much road riding, and I've got since I'm on the subject of tyres, I've got them, like I say, the Pirelli Diablo Supercorsa SPs, which are basically fucking fast road stroke track tyres, which are, you know, they're brilliant, they're fantastic. They're slicks with a little tiny groove, which is, you know, excuse for fucking tread, but they ain't really tread. I wouldn't want to go out in the rain in them, to be honest. If this is my daily commute, there's no way in a million years I'd ever contemplate fucking, stay there young man, I'd ever contemplate using Diablo Supercorsa SP. There's fucking no way in a million years I'll do that, because they're shit in the wet and they're shit for longevity. Probably shit in cold weather as well, I suppose. But it's horses for courses, isn't it? If you want to go faster and you do a lot of track driving, track riding, whatever, then yeah, they're fantastic. Super sticky, super grippy. They're probably not going to let you down unless you're some kind of riding god. But yeah, the trade-off against that is they're only good at going fast, they're not good at a lot of other things. But that's fine. So, what I'm planning on doing is getting some slightly upgraded versions of the SPs. They do an SC compound, the same tyre but slightly different compound. So yeah, I thought I'll give them a go. See how I get on. And we are hoping to plan, which we need to sort out pretty soon, doing a Euro track day this year as well. Yeah, I've been looking into it, and it's kind of one of those things you think, yeah, we've got to do it. One of these days we've got to do it, You know, and it's going to cost, with the 3 days on track, getting there and back on the plane. They take your bike over. It's shipped over on the back of a wagon, Arctic. Your hotel's all included. So I suppose all in all, what, 500 odd quid, maybe 600. And then you've got tyres and you've got fuel whilst you're there, and it's 3 days of track day for that. So you think, well, that's not bad when you think, you know, 600 quid for 3 days. If you had a track day at Donington, it's going to cost you 160 quid. You know, in the summer, it's slightly less than that for. It's slightly less for 98 decibels. So if you got your, you know, road legal exhaust pipe, then you know you might get it for 120 quid at Donington. So let's say 150 quid for a track day. So you've only got to do 4 of those. You know what I mean? And it's fucking a lot of money, isn't it? 600 quid, 4 of those. Or you can do 3 days in Spain for 600 quid, and they put you up as well. A bit of a jolly in Spain. And let's face it, you know, a jolly in Spain in February, when it's more than likely to be shit here, is not bad. You know, it gets you best part of a week out of the country, which is nice. A bit of sun on me slaphead. Oh, yuck. It's going to be here at this fucking bike thing, because it is a bit late season for a bike, mates. Come on, hurry up, I don't want to stop. Yes! Just. Stay there. Thank you very much, Mr. Carl. And you. It's 6:25, and okay, yeah, I've got a tinted visor on. That's why it's looking dark, isn't it? Let me just have a look at reality. Let's have a. Oh yeah, it's a bit. Oh, it's not quite as dark as I thought. Now I'll lift the visor up. But it is still getting dark at 25 past, 27 minutes past. Because I have a clock, a useful item fitted to my R1 is a clock. It is useful actually. Guess what it's useful for? Telling the fucking time. Whoa, I was thinking of overtaking you and only turning right, so it's probably a good idea I didn't. Right, let's have a look what's here tonight. If anybody's here tonight. There's a few. Not a great deal, not a great deal. Where am I going to go? Let's sort of fucking look down there. Where am I going to fucking park? Whoa, we're here. Oh, chaps, you all right? There's a few, there's a few.